on this episode of Republicans are trash. They're trash. They're trash. They're absolutely trash. We're going to talk about John Kavanaugh, the Arizona state legislator who literally pulled the Jim Crow era quote and turned it into his own. And we're going to talk about it. But before we do, don't forget to like and subscribe and put trans rights or human rights and Black Lives Matter in my comment section because the trolls have been trying to take over and that has just been annoying the living crap out of them. Again, they keep trying to put poop emojis in my comment section. That's okay. It's better than a lot of the bigoted crap they've been putting, but they're getting really, really upset that y'all have been amazing about spamming my comment section with that. So please continue. Please show them that they cannot win this battle. That when it comes to trans rights being human rights, we will always, and I do mean always, silence them. Because trans rights are human rights. All right. We have to talk about Arizona State Representative John Kavanaugh of Fountain Hills. And I'm going to read the quote for you here. And I've heard bits of this quote. I didn't know where it was coming from, and now I do it. Now it makes me angry. There is a fundamental difference between Democrats and Republicans, Kavanaugh said. Democrats value as many people as possible voting. They're willing to risk fraud. No, there was no fraud. There's very, very, very small sections of fraud ever throughout the history of everything. There's not mass voter fraud. It's not a thing. Okay. They value as many, and they're willing to risk. Republicans are more concerned about fraud and don't mind putting security measures in place that won't let everybody vote. But everybody shouldn't be voting. He pointed to Democrats' emphasis on registering voters and pursuing those who return ballots, tactics that Republicans have successfully implemented in swing states and have been doing so by means that greatly influence the outcome of an election. Not everyone wants to vote, and if somebody is uninterested in voting, that probably means they are totally uninformed on the issues, Kavanaugh said. Quality is important, but we have to look, or quantity is important, but we have to look at the quality of the votes. Okay, so, why that is so freaking infuriating is that back in the 1960s during Jim Crow era, a lot of people said that black votes weren't quality, that they were uninformed on the issues and they didn't deserve to vote. They were literally taking a Jim Crow era thing and trying to push it through now because they lost an election. They don't care about whether their voters are informed. Do you know how I know? Do you know how I know? Because I get to read my comment section and the stupid comments in my comment section. On my TikTok, there's a guy who tried to have my TikTok banned because I explained to him the difference between a law and how a law is made and how an amendment to the Constitution is made. He did not know that a law and an amendment to the Constitution are not the same thing, and then tried to use that as an excuse to justify other things. I know plenty of people that can't name who the Secretary of State is, that can't name me one policy issue on the Republican side that they support. They'll just tell me they support the flag in America. Those are the Trump voters. That right there tells you they do not care about informed voters. They care about white, evangelical, male voters. Otherwise, they would not be hearkening back to Jim Crow era quotes about quality voters. When they say quality, they mean white. They mean white. And the voter laws, the arcane voter laws that they are trying to push through these states are all meant to target minority and poor voters. They are. And they admit they don't want everyone to vote. Can you imagine in a place where they say democracy is key, they're literally telling you they don't want every American to vote? I don't care. I really don't care if you are an uninformed American, an informed American, whatever. I believe in democracy and I want you to have a vote. And the fact that this freaking garbage trash human being doesn't think that every American should vote shows you where they stand. They are just saying the quiet part out loud these days. They don't want every American to vote. They want white evangelical males to vote. Everyone else can go eat a bag of dicks. In this day and age, saying they want quality voters, not quantity voters, when they are known for trying to push people to the polls. Which, good on them, because we're doing the same thing. Good on Republicans. You know what you do, you boo. But don't you dare try to say that the voters you're targeting, which are minority voters, aren't quality voters, don't deserve to vote. The poor, the disenfranchised, and the people of color deserve as much of a vote as your evangelical crap holes of people. It's just a simple fact. That is freaking infuriating. Horrifically, disgustingly infuriating. We really need to bust the filibuster. As the way it is right now, it needs to go. And we need to get the John Lewis Voting Rights Act installed immediately, because Republicans are doing their best to ensure that only white evangelical males can vote. That's their goal. Because they want to rule by the loudest minority, not the silent majority. Because they, again, are not the silent majority. And they know it. That's why they don't want everyone to vote. All right, guys, I will see you later.